Hello, my name is Joseph Kervick. I am 19 years old, and for the past 6 months I've been a volunteer at the Hogar San Martin de Tours in San Rafael, Argentina. My journey to the Hogar started a good 2 years before I even got on the plane to come here. I was in my second to last year of high school, and I was one night I was in adoration in front of the Blessed Sacrament. And I had this experience which drastically changed my plans. So instead of applying for universities, I started to look for Catholic organizations overseas that I could volunteer with. And my search went very poorly for a while until I met a couple Servidor sisters from the Institute in Washington, D.C. It was from them that I learned about the IVE and their work overseas, and they recommended that I look into doing what I wanted to do with them, and so I did. The Hogar San Martin de Tours works with boys with special needs. They have some sort of mental disability, sometimes very minor and sometimes much more severe. When I first arrived in Argentina, I spoke very little Spanish. And so when they gave me the option of where exactly in the home I wanted to work, I naturally enough chose the place where there was someone who spoke English. And that happened to be working with the Angelitos, who are the most disabled, both physically and mentally. Well, when I first started working, most of the kids appeared more or less the same. About half of them are in wheelchairs, and most of them can't talk. But as I worked with them and I got to know them more, it was surprising to me how unique they all are. I got to see all their different individualities, and I found that even the most even the ones who just sit in a wheelchair all day and don't really do anything, they all have unique mannerisms and movements and ways of behaving that makes them completely unique from all the others. It was a job that demanded a lot of patience. I was often given the job of feeding one boy named Manono, and amongst other things, Manono can't close his mouth all the way. He has difficulty doing that, and as a result, feeding him it can be very messy, as the food just falls out of his mouth a lot of the time. And it didn't help that a lot of times he holds his head downwards, or he just wasn't cooperating, and it was frustrating. It was very frustrating. And there were similar things with other boys. You know, some of them eat very slowly. Some of them are more inclined to fight with the others. Just little things. But the more I worked with them, the more I got to know about them, the more I started to love them like family. And the more I was able to view what they were doing with love, and the less frustrating it was. And working with the Angelitos was like attending a school for humility every day. Many of them can't do anything by themselves. We were responsible for getting them up, washing them, dressing them, feeding them, changing their clothes, changing their diapers, putting them to bed, moving them around, anything, because without us they would die. And just being almost at the mercy of their needs, it's very humbling, knowing that you are needed that much. I think the experience I enjoyed most just what I enjoyed most of working with them was their smiles. So often when we smile, our happiness, it's not pure happiness. Our happiness is tinged with other emotions. But with the Angelitos, they when they smile, it is just pure happiness. There are no other emotions, and it radiates in their face, and they are the most beautiful smiles I've ever seen. The community itself here at the home is a very rich and vibrant community. It was surprising to me coming in because I come from a place in the United States where the culture is it's more it's not as social, and people aren't as friendly, I guess. But here, everyone cares about you. They want to know how you are, how your day's going, how they can help you. It was a great experience. Also, it's a vibrant community filled with people who just they're committed to their work, helping these kids, and they're all devoted to the Blessed Sacrament, the Holy Eucharist, and they have this devotion that I have rarely seen in the United States outside of the priesthood, and it's very inspiring to live among them. I think my faith life has increased drastically since I came, just being surrounded by people who have this great love for the Eucharist, and with the ability to attend adoration every day, or go to Mass every day. And it's really an amazing experience.